Hello good people, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Dominica. I'm a lover of fashion, beauty and lifestyle. Today's video, I had promised I'm going to record a summer long-term sweat-proof, heat-proof kind of resistant makeup look. And also because this is for the girlies particularly that love full coverage no matter the weather and they want their makeup to last. Women of color, hyperpigmentation, want to cover it up but also want it to look flawless, like, you know, and well put together. Unfortunately, we do use products over here, so if you're interested to get to the look, let's jump right into it. But first, I'm going to start off with my green juice and also my hair. I'm wearing short hair. I promised myself that the whole of this summer I'm going to only have short hair, be it a bob or a low cut. Okay. So to define my curls, I'm going to use Auntie Jackie's Koi Lala. This is what I'm going to use. If it's only going to, sorry, there you go. I'm going to use that. I'm also going to go ahead with, if you know this hair oil, Blue Magic. Long time. I do use a very generous amount. Let's see what I can do to help with my stuff falling. If I'm looking this way, it's because my mirror is this way. Let me bring it a little closer. I'm going to use quite an amount to coil my hair. And this is all I do, literally. Very low maintenance, nothing crazy. I did my eyebrows and my eyeshadow off camera, so now let's get started. First and foremost, of course, my face is well moisturized, and I'll be very honest, I don't use primers. I don't remember the last time I used a primer, but I'm looking into getting the Danessa Myricks water primer, something like that. The set is really good, so I'm looking to getting that. I used to use the Milk primer, but I don't use it anymore. Starting off, I'm going to go in with my Yummy Skin 9.5 Blurring Balm in the shade 9.5. So this is what I start off with first. I start off with that. If I'm looking here, my mirror is right here. Okay. And I do use a generous amount. There you go. So that's my base. That's what I use for my base. Oopsie. Clean this off. Press this lashes real quick. Okay, now I go in with my House Lab, say shake well before use, and I'm in the shade 4070 medium deep cool. Now this might look bright, but I got this when my skin was so bad when it comes to my hyperpigmentation. Over the months, my hyperpigmentation have just gotten worse, and I really do not know the reason why. So yeah, that's my dilemma right now. I'm going to use a flat brush, put in some few drops here. 1, 2, 3 drops. I'm just gonna dab. See, and dab. I'm gonna use for my next coverage.
And if I can't so dance with you, I'm close, I'm sugar on me, honey.
Taking it all the way around down to my neck just to blend everything very well. You can see. So that's the coverage. All right. Next on, I'm going to go ahead with my concealer. And I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Hydro Camo Concealer in the shade Tan Neutral. Highlighting everywhere. There you go. I finally got myself a fan, and I'm going to use this fan to dry down the makeup a little bit. I always have to figure out how to open this. I always have to figure out how to open this. I need to figure out how to open this, I swear. This is crazy. Oh, it's right here. Let it dry for like a minute.
And I'll be damned if I can't so dance with you.
Alright, now you blend. Take your time in blending. Okay. Just exactly where you put it, right there. And do the corners a little bit, but just right there. Don't move. Okay. Go to the top, right there. Just blend the corners a little bit, but not too far. There you go, right there. Right down under your eyes. I want it left, so I'm lifting it up. See that? Blend, do the same this other way. I may look a little whitewashed, but I'm not. Let me see if I can reduce this again a little bit. There you go. I want a little bit again of a brighter eye, so I'm going to go ahead and use ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Creamy Concealer in the shade Medium. This, I'm literally just using a dot of it, not that much. See, there you go. There you go. Now, while that is setting, I'm going to go in with my contour and blush, and of course, you know, this is my favorite palette, which is the Curve Case, and it has everything I need. This is the contour shades and these are the blush shade. I'm going to use this pink and this orange and pink. Then I will use this bronzer. Something is in my eyes. Sorry guys, 1 minute. Alright, I'll go first with my contour, and I'm going to use this first shade. And I'm putting it right at the higher points of my cheeks. See that? And I just take the rest of the brush. It's really pigmented, so be careful, but don't be scared. Just take your time and blend. So I'm doing like a number 3, like 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. Taking my time to blend. Always take your time to blend. Okay, I'm going to use a very tiny brush to contour my nose, just a little bit. Didn't take much, just a tad bit of it. Contour my nose. It's very, very pigmented, and I don't want a harsh line. And it's always better to start small and build up than to use a lot and then now you have to start cleaning. Now I'm going to go ahead with blush again. I'm going to use the 2 shades I showed you, the orange and the pink. I'm gonna put that right here. It might feel like it's the same spot, but you can see where my contour is, and I'm just going above the contour. Okay, now I'm going to blend my concealer. Yeah, blend. Time to blend. Alright, I don't have nothing else on my blush brush, but I'm just going to use that to come back to this to add it back without adding anything else. And also going to use my foundation brush to take out these harsh lines. There's nothing on my foundation brush, just the leftovers, just to blend out the harsh lines. And there you have it. Now I'm going to set my under eyes or everywhere I highlighted, and I'm using the airbrush Flawless Finish in the shade medium. I really got a small pocket size, but I'm about to go get a bigger size of it because it's really nice. Use my powder puff and set. There you go. Alright, now I'm going to bake. Not really, I would say bake, but it's just also adding light under my eyes. And I'm using the one size powder in the shade Translucent. Again, a small pocket size of it. Turn it up and down. I don't know if you can see that. Never mind. But using that same powder puff, just dusting excess and going under my eyes again. See that? Adding. And the reason why light is changing too is because the sun is rising. As you can see, it was very early in the morning that I started doing my makeup, so the sun is up now and the light is changing, so I'm like coming dark, light. Yeah, what happens when you use natural light to do your makeup? Alright, see that? Now I go ahead and set my areas that I baked, and I'm going to be using the pressed powder of that curve case. Show you guys how it looks like. The same. So I'm going to use this shade to contour, and then these two shades in the middle. Set. So let's contour. I'm gonna use a blush to my nose. See now. Let's reduce the light now. Okay, no. It's not too dark. See this light changing? It's just playing with my quality. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. But alright, contour my nose real quick, just a little bit. All right. Now I'm going to take this little brush and I'm going to use my Sephora Micro Smooth Powder in the shade Ebony Deep Red. I'm going to use that to dust off my under eyes, and I'm not swiping, I'm just dabbing it in, pressing it in, so it doesn't really take away, just blends. Hash line. Right, now I'm going to take my full powder and set the rest of my face. I'm going to first start with my Ready, Set and Seal from Juvia's Place. Take off the powder, just follow me. I'm going to go ahead and dry this off real quick.
Damned if I can't slow dance with you. I'm close.
All right. Now I'm going to go back here, and you see the way my blush is looking. Let me show you guys something. I'm going to take this blush powder. There's nothing there. I've not applied anything. I'm just going to do this, do that. Right, then I'm going to use back this beauty blender, just put a little bit, and now set so that it can just blur stuff out. Sorry. Everything is just now blended. It's not like you can see and this one I'm not going to dust it off. I'm just going to leave it alone. Then I'm going to use this to set. Oh, there you go. I'll be like my father. And that's it. We're done. Just gonna finish up with my under eyes and my lip combo. But I'll do that when we get to my final destination. So yeah, but I'll show you guys the finished look. That's it.
There's a heat coming at us. Things straight. We close the plan.